Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And guess what, y'all? Cowboys finally got it done. Finally got it done. Look, we've been talking about this all off season. Cowboys going to sign DeMarcus Lawrence, and they're going to get it done. Finally happened on a day where no news is really going on a Friday. People getting ready for the weekend, and boom, Cowboys finally get it done. There was speculation earlier today about them coming close to a deal. I kind of figured it was coming either today, and I was actually thinking Monday. But, you know, I didn't know that they were that close. They said close, but they never specify how close. But anyway, DeMarcus Lawrence signs 5-year, 105 max deal with $65 million guaranteed. And I think in his first year, he's getting more money in cash with incentives. More than any non-quarterback in the NFL history. So so it looks like the contract is kind of front-loaded, especially with incentives and things like this. But he's got the $65 million guaranteed. They stretch it out to 5 years, so that's about, I think, 21 or so a year. So basically, he agreed between because the Cowboys offered him $20 million a year first. He denied that because I guess the guarantees were only $30 million. So he wanted more than $30 million guaranteed. Then there's the situation where he wanted Khalil Mack money, which is what he's making 23, and I think Aaron Donald's making like 23, 24. So he wanted that money. But they settled in between, $21 million a year with incentives. He could make more than that, actually, because it's actually $100 million guaranteed. But that $5 million comes with is the max. But is he going to live out the 5 years? I think he would if he stays healthy. But guess what? That means now that DeMarcus Lawrence can stop playing around, get that surgery if he hasn't gotten it done yet. And that's good news because that means that this offseason he'll be back. If it's 3 months, he'll be back in by training camp, hopefully. If not training camp, the start of preseason and regular season. So look at it like this. They got it done, and they got it done before the draft. And that was key. Getting this DeMarcus Lawrence deal done before the NFL draft is huge. And they're literally, 2.5, 3 weeks away from the draft. And cutting it short, cutting it close. But they got it done, and I'm glad. So that's $105 million for 5 years, max deal, $65 million in guarantees. That's what your boy getting. Now, that's a premium right there for pass rushers because, again, you know, as many people think there are, pass rushers don't grow on trees like that. You know, you might find some average guys, and you might find some diamonds of rough. You might find some guys that will play above average depending on what scheme they're in. But I'm going to tell you, you got your war daddy. This is the guy that Jerry Jones been talking about for a long time. And those of you that don't think that DeMarcus Lawrence is as good as he is, you guys are tripping. Because he had a phenomenal year with a partially torn labrum. So you got to give him that. There's been speculation all offseason. Was he being selfish? His agent doing crazy things and being difficult, and it was a lot of different talk that was going on this offseason and different speculation, but truth be told, they got it done, and that's all that matters right now. Now, going forward, they had already signed Robert Quinn last week, so you look at the narrative right now, you got both of these guys screaming off the edge on the left and right side, and when I tell you that I feel sorry for quarterbacks that play against us this year. Boy. And then you got your guys on the inside. Don't forget about Tyrone Crawford. Everybody forgets about what Tyrone Crawford does because what he does for this team, he does the dirty work. He's not the guy that plays a position where he's rushing the passer. He's eating up blocks. He's providing that space for those ends to eat. Antoine Woods, the human log, you know, he's coming back from his actual shoulder surgery too. Let's see what Taco does this offseason. Don't forget about Dorrance Armstrong. I mean, the Cowboys got some guys right now. They picked up Kerry Hyder. I think that he's going to play decent for this team too. We're coming to this team with the way that Ron Marinelli plays the system. One guy that I think that's going to be really good too, Christian Covington. Oh my God. You guys don't understand. This front line is going to be amazing. You can actually get away with having a subpar back end with having a dynamic front like that. Because again, they don't have to, the guys, because the pass rush is so heavy, the guys in the back end, they don't have to hold up but so long on these guys on their routes. But, you know, they're going to do something to safety in the draft, and I'm going to get on the draft starting next week and the week after, leading up to the draft. So I've been working hard on trying to get my draft board together and doing my thing with that. So look out for that, guys. But what I am ecstatic right now. I'm happy that the Cowboys finally got it done with D-Law. It's been a long time coming. We've been waiting all off season for this. Even my dog's happy because she's running around here. I know you probably could hear her with her claws on the floor. But yeah, so I'm excited. I know you guys are excited about it. Finally got it done. We can stop talking about it. It's almost like that whole Earl Thomas thing. We had to keep talking about it. It just with me personally, like, no offense to anybody, but I hate to keep beating a dead horse. Like, I'll talk about it, and once it's old, it's just like I can't keep giving it. I can't keep feeding the fire. You know what I mean? But and I know it was irritating, and everybody had their different opinions. But that's why I love the game of football, because again, and with anything in life, really, you know, you have your decisions. You think one way, I think another way. You know, as a vlogger, as a YouTuber, as a podcast, this is what we do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we're here to. Well, I know I'm here to put a different perspective out. I can't speak for everybody, but I know me, and in the way that I like to run things, I like to basically give you a different angle on stuff. But again, but you guys know I'm beating a dead horse with that. But again, D-Law is signed. I'm excited. I'm still tired from work, but I'm excited. It's Friday. It's the weekend. So going into the weekend with good news like that, come on, Cowboys Nation. One thing that I would say, we need as much help as we can with this team. A lot of people are not talking about this, and I think it's important that we talk about this. The narrative of, you know, we won a division last year, so we're going to have a first-place schedule. We're going to play all the first-place scheduled teams next year. And, you know, like the Rams again, the Chiefs. Like, when I say that we're going to have a tough schedule this year, it's going to be a tough schedule. But I think that with the moves that we made were good for the Cowboys. Some of you guys don't like George Iloka, but I'm telling you, like, you know, he's that solid guy that's going to be there. And if the Cowboys play George Iloka like I think they should and would, George is going to probably play his best football with the Dallas Cowboys. And mark my words when I say that. Now, and I'm not saying that he's going to be a boss. He ain't going to be no boss, but he's definitely going to be better than what people are not giving him credit for. I just hope that Taco Charlton that has an offseason. I'm still trying to stay on his team right now. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel bad for him because of his injury and everything like that. And, you know, again, some people go through personal lapses when it comes to, like, confidence and things of that nature. But I look at it like this. With DeMarcus Lawrence getting signed today, it definitely helps the bottom end. You know, you got DeMarcus Lawrence being signed. You got Robert Quinn here. And even though he's on a 1-year deal, I think that with the way that we run this 4-3 and with Marinelli and the big cat Leon Lett helping them on that line, I just got a feeling that these guys are going to play much better. One thing that I can say about Rob Marinelli, and even with the emergence of Chris Richard being a coach on this defense, like, these guys play better. You know, they come from other teams and they don't play well. You look at we get a lot of diamond in the roughs from the Texans. That's how we got Terrell McClain. Terrell McClain, we almost brought him back, but he ended up getting more money with Atlanta, so he's still down there with the Falcons. But I just look at it like this. You know, I think that I'm looking at this defense, and I think it's going to be great. We get a good safety in the draft. Sky's the limits for the Cowboys right now. You know, I'm not going to speculate any type of great season, but what I will say that I'm optimistic about what's happening right now. I'm happy about DeMarcus Lawrence being signed. I'm happy about us getting Robert Quinn. When there were talks about the Cowboys potentially trading for Robert Quinn, I just thought, oh my God. And I'll say this one thing before I end the video. If they didn't get DeMarcus Lawrence, say if they would have traded him for whatever dumb reason, if they would have traded him and Robert Quinn would have been the only one there, I don't think this defense would have been a better defense than it was last year without DeMarcus Lawrence, because DeMarcus Lawrence has a knack to bring. It's hard to put your finger on. He brings a certain nastiness, a certain nasty attitude towards quarterbacks, like just getting to the ball and just having a knack for being around the ball and the quarterback and whoever got the ball in their hand. So I just look at it like that. I just look at that as a positive. You know, you got both of these guys coming off the edge. I mean, it's almost like when the Rams had, you know, Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh and who else did they have out there? Michael Brockers or whatever. They had all those guys. I mean, dynamic front runners. So, you know, I think the Cowboys are building that. And again, this draft also, remember, this draft is huge with defensive tackles and defensive ends. So Cowboys could do, the sky's the limit. I'm excited. So for that second pick in the draft, I would say either safety or defensive lineman. That's where I'm going with that. But that's all I got for right now, guys. You guys enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I'm DJing in a party tomorrow, so I'll be busy this weekend. So I'll chat with y'all soon. This is your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all later.